Hello, is this thing on? Yeah. Oh, Twitch window. Twitch window. Hello, people. Hello, people. Welcome. I have just gotten back from a night out dancing and stuff and getting yelled at by a drunk girl, but that's another story. So now we are going to program. Now we are going to program. Why was she yelling? I cannot speculate at root causes, but she was very offended by the way I was dancing. She did not like it, and she was going to tell me that she did not like it. Was I trying to make fetch happen? Maybe. Maybe. I think I was delivering too much value to the dance floor, is my suspicion. But, yeah. I never saw American Psycho. I never saw... Maybe I am an American Psycho, and I don't know because I never saw the movie, so I can't recognize. Okay. There's an easy part to what I want to do, and there's a messy part. And my plan tonight, because it's after dance, before bed, is to at least get the easy part in. And then if we can do the messy part or start to do the messy part, that's great. Now there might already be the function. Nope. So I want to make a get function called get type. There's get type. We're going to make get type. And this goes from type info to type. Now this is weird. Yeah, okay, we'll just do this. You know what? I should have built all the tests and run them. But we will do that maybe later after this, because this is not too shocking. Okay, so get type is going to take one argument. Oh, shit. Should we allow you to get a type from another workspace and map it? Not currently, no. We're just going to do our own workspace. So we get this argument. We get TI is auto TI is type info. The pointer. Now it's quite common that maybe somebody will pass null, and we will say, I'm sure we have an abort in here, right? Well, we don't call it abort. Let's just do this. I think we want a better way. This is like in a compile time hook, and like we're still kind of winging it here. Okay, so this error is in get type a null pointer was passed. Okay. Great. Now what do we do in the rest of this? We get extra data. This might crash if somebody gives us garbage, but that's just where we're at right now. We do this, otherwise we say we report an error in get type. The argument %x does not appear to have been a type info produced by the compiler, or there has been an internal compiler error. And, oh, that's, see, should I say %x or %p? I think %LLX, because fuck it. TI. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, I never turned on my screen, guys. What happened? That's the wrong one. How did I do that? You don't need to see the code, guys. You don't need to see the code. It's fine. It's fine. Look, it didn't even compile. So if you saw it, it would have been wrong anyway. Okay. Okay, let's just run the tests. Dude, even though I had little napkins stuffed in my ears during the Tom Petty tribute band, I still have a little bit of ear ringing from the old days. I need to pack my earplugs with me if I'm going to go listen to fun bands while I'm out. Sounds like St. Pete is more fun than SF. Lately it is. Although, to be fair, I've been yelled at by drunk girls in many towns. Why are we stalling here? There is a bug in one of the tests sometimes, but I don't know why everything would be stalled. This is really disturbing. Is somebody trying to make fetch happen? What's going on? Good thing application framehost.exe is running. Good thing 5msedge.exes are running. Why are those running? Because somebody has their UI in JavaScript. So our compiler does not appear to be running, you'll note. Literally no compiler. Sort by PID. Service host. Spoolsiv. Security health service. Service host. Lots of service. I am getting so much service from the service host. Anti-malware service executable. Good thing that's running. What is going on? I can't even control C. Dude, it's like it just died. What does it mean when you can't even control C in Windows? Do I have to reboot now? I think I do. Let me start killing things. No, quit. View the security dashboard. Virus and threat protection. Manage settings. No. Virus and threat protection is turned off. How about Control C protection? Is that turned off? Yeah, try killing the shell, I guess. How, it's not called Kumder. Do I need, like, con host? Let's kill all the con hosts, including all the other ones that might be doing something useful. Still not dead. Con host. There we go. Okay, now, who knows, maybe we left something terrible running. Okay, MS build is running for some reason. Like, what's that even from? That must be from some previous time that I ran Visual Studio. Let's get rid of MS Edge. Let's get rid of OneDrive. Like, we're really improving our computer right now. Some more MS Edge. Like, what is going on? I feel like it's hopeless, and I'm going to have to reboot. VC package serve? Why are there like 17 VC package serves? That's your problem right there. What the actual F? I'm trying to program, guys. Oh, it's on D on this computer. All right. Okay, that's release compiler. Let's see what happens here. Okay, some tests are failing. Oh, you know, that's probably just release compiler being old. Let's see. First I have a drunk girl yelling at me. Now I have Windows yelling at me. Good thing I'm not married. All right, here we go. There we go. Okay, so now if I do debug compiler, question is there a zombie process of one of these? Boy, that was only a 10-minute diversion. Okay, now we got to okay, I don't know what happened. There were just like a ton of zombie processes. So probably like one of the VC package servers or someone, it's hard to tell who did it originally, but somebody was probably waiting on a global resource, like, I don't know, a network handle or something, and was like hung, and it's one of these few Windows global resources. And then like all those processes that we killed off were hung. because there was no reason for edges to be running. Those were probably being run by Visual Studio. There was no reason for MS Build to be running. There was no reason for VC package serve to be running. So something there caused a logjam, right? Maybe VC package serve takes some kind of global lock because it's installing something and then it like infinite looped while it was installing. I don't know. Is the turbo button pressed? Dude, I need a turbo button. Maybe if I can turbo, it'll cancel the effect of anti-malware service executable. Okay. So this is good. So I should be able to make a test program that does a simple thing. And if it works, then that's the easy part of tonight. And then everything else is gravy. Okay. If it doesn't work, then that's not the easy part of tonight. And everything else is not gravy. Let's do a program. And I'm going to have a type, which is float, T1. T2 is an array of 7, pointer to int. It's the lazy ass Abelson and Sussman factorial. Okay. T3 is pointer to string. Okay. So these are 3 types. And then I'm going to do a run directive in here, and I'm going to say TI1 is type info T1, TI2 is type info T2, TI3 is type info T3, and print T1 is whatever. We're just going to print them out, and let's just see what happens so far. Should be easy clap, except I didn't. Oh, it's TI1. These are the Dota 3 internationals. TI3, all right. Oh, let's dereference. Oh, because this runs at compile time. Okay, so we have these type info records that tell us information about the types. Now, we want to go in the reverse direction. Let's say R1 is get type TI1. We need to import compiler for this. Whoops. 2, 3. So we're going from a constant type to a type info back to a type, but it's runtime. Okay, that appears to work. And then we're going to do this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh no! They're not equal. What? T1 float 32, R1 some type. How? What? Oh, you know what? I returned the wrong ass thing. This is kind of a useless function. But, like literally, Oops, that's the wrong function. Okay, that was completely useless. Sum type, the famous sum type. If someone ever asks if there are sum types in this language, I could say, yes, we have sum types. Okay, so we're going to check this in after we run the tests one more time, and then we'll start doing the messy, nasty part. If you force a Windows user to use a Mac exclusively for a month, I have definitely had times when I spent more than a month doing Mac ports of games, and I couldn't wait to get the fuck off of there. I mean, Windows has lots of stuff that's bad about it. Don't get me wrong. There are inexcusably bad UI things in Windows that are horrible for people who are not computer experts. Like basic shit, like accidentally dragging a folder into another one, or like clicking on something slightly wrong, so now you're renaming it instead of selecting it. Like Windows is trash at all that stuff. Even so, no way in hell am I using macOS. The day I'm forced to use macOS is the day I actually start making my own operating system rather than use macOS. macOS is worse. It's just you can't... It doesn't let you... Like, macOS thinks you're an idiot. And it's also not simpler and doesn't work better than Windows or Linux, right? So it treats you like an idiot, and it's also not good. Like, if it was at least good, I could maybe get with the program a little bit. I mean, the command key stuff at least goes back. You can't really fault them for that, for using command instead of the control key. Although they should have standardized with the rest of the world eventually. But like that goes all the way back to the Apple II and maybe even the Apple I, when you had the open apple, the hollow apple, and the solid apple, right? Or open apple and closed apple, it was often called. You had like two different keys, and it was probably confusing to describe which apple it was, and so they changed the keys to things that are like different, right? Like that, yeah, you can't really blame them for that. You're worried about Valve pushing Protons and alternative to native Linux builds. Nobody's going to ever want to do native Linux builds unless Linux gets its fucking act together, which it's not going to. So that ship has sailed. Don't worry about it. Like, X11 is terrible, and Wayland is also terrible. So, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, everything is terrible about Linux, about trying to make a game run on Linux. Okay. Let's not get the Linux fans up in a tizzy again. Let us... Okay. The title of the stream is aspirational. In that, I'm going to start making a mess, and we'll see what happens. This is the Modify Overhaul beta. Now gives you the polymorph variables as their actual type, as their actual value, not a weird type info translation of type values. This is more intuitive and more uniform with regard to handling scalars that are not types. If you want a type info, you can just cast type info T inside your modify. This will break any modify routines you have written, but hopefully in a way that is easy to fix and you like the result better than what you had to. As Elon Musk once said, had to been done, you're welcome. Okay. That is the next change that we are doing. What happened to the docs beta? I just thought about what to do tonight, and when I'm a little bit tired, it's easier to program than to explain things well, right? So I decided to program a little bit, and I was like, well, what would be a good thing right now? Because we just did this beta that was all bug fixes, and it's like, well, let's take one of the things that we know needs to happen and make it happen. Right? Anyway. Look at all these fixes. That's like 17 fixes in 4 days. Okay. So first we need to change the types of the procedures. Where does the type get set? Build arguments and returns for procedure modify directives. Make parameter declaration. Shouldn't be type info anymore. Does anyone else use that? So for everything in the constants block, we cast it to type info, which is really gross. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. I kind of don't know what's happening here. Okay, hold on. Let's look at make parameter declaration. So it's getting called from build arguments and returns for procedure modify directives. But then why are we... Okay, that's literally the only place it's being called. Inst pointer values. I don't think we need a type inst. I kind of don't know also why this is broken into 2 layers. Does anyone from another file call it? Yeah. No, actually. Okay, we're going to say no check-in inline me. Actually, this is something we could do. We could do first. Oh no, we can't because this uses both frickin' overloads. What a garbage. All right. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's just revert it. Revert to Williams. Okay, make parameter declaration. We're going to do this differently. We're not going to say is pointer. We're going to make an inst. We're going to say defin inst type valued expression is just defin. And this is pointer can go away. I think we can do this. And then we say get memory new, a declaration. Okay. I kind of don't know. What the deal is with airplane food. This is just now the same thing that we just did, where we set the type value to expression. Okay, one thing at a time. Okay. So actually now, like, this and this are the same frickin' thing, which is good. Okay. So, yeah, now though, we like changed a bunch of stuff, so we're not going to be able to run anything for a while. So we might as well break everything. Okay. Here we're going to go make parameter declaration with defen. Leave that assert. Okay. Oh, actually, that. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm hungry. I want some peanut butter M&Ms. Okay. Okay. We make a type instantiation. We set type valued expression. We make a declaration. We put name. Which, by the way, we want to collapse that. Peanut butter M&Ms are very good. Okay. Uh-oh. We lost one. kick it to the side to make sure we don't smush it in the floor and get some more. We lost one, we get 4. Num 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 num. I mean, okay, still not going to run for a while. For some reason, this lambda's body is not queued. That's weird, because I don't think I did anything that would affect that. Oh, we lost another one. We lose one, we get 4. Okay. Cavities, maybe. That's why we wash it down. The carbonated water sizzles all the peanut butter off your teeth. And cheap chocolate. I tried a bag of Revels. No. No idea what that is. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. Because we say it's gone live. I don't know. I literally have no idea, except maybe to start debugging this. Like what? Well, let's find out. Okay. Actually, let's go to the root procedure. Oh, we're polymorphing. What? C. That's not good. C. There we go. Okay. Not a polymorph. Line 210. Okay. So when we are wherever we were, line 874. Hopefully we are calling this. Probably only one. Six 1 6. Oh. Six 1 7. We queue it. It has no modifiers of its own because it is a modify. So that's 616 and 617. This is 617. Oh, wait. Seriously? Wait, what? How come I never do this? That's weird. Maybe I accidentally deleted that? Oh, man. What is going on? Seven, 3, 2, 1. Wait, why is that so different? Are we actually running with no jobs? No, we're not. Oh, God. Bro. Okay, now let's try. How did we end up with yes jobs? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's outer. Okay. Modify gen lambda queued. And then body queued. There. And then lambda is referenced. Lambda will be queued in the infer. But we stuff the type, don't we? No. Okay. So okay. I'm sure I changed something simple that is a problem. Is it ready? Okay, that's not going to do anything for us. Wait, what? That didn't do it. Oh, we're polymorphic. Accidentally. Dun-dun. Okay. Dang it. Dang it. This might be actually where I end the stream and go think about things for a little bit, because it's bedtime. But what's going on here is the following. I did a boo-boo where, so what this all is the modify procedure is a thing that lets you modify the polymorphic parameters after you call a polymorphic function, all right? And they used to all be hard-coded to be pointers to type info, and we don't want that, because that's lame. It's lame. So, we want them to be whatever type they need to be. Now, the thing is, I goofed. Here's what I can do. I can temporarily ungoof, but then we're going to have to clean it up later. This we're going to assume these are all types right now, because that's what we used to assume. It just they were type info pointers. Now the problem is we want to do stuff in the constants block that is not types, and we want to do polymorph variables that do not stand for types, like bake variables that are in the constants block and whatever. And the problem with this is we don't have that information about what the type is. I don't think. Maybe we do somewhere. I mean, we have it if the variable is set. But if it is not set, oh, if it's not set, then it must be a type. Oh, maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine, because the other stuff would be down here. Oh, no. No, that's not right. This is not right. That ain't right. All right. Mismatching levels of indirection. Wanted. Pointer to type info, because only scalars is like OnlyFans. So this is, we have to change all these things. So now we return type. Oh. Now I'm Sag. See, we need to think about this. Before, we used to reject a modify directive if we assigned null to one of these values. That was how it worked. That made sense because they were all type info pointers. Now it doesn't make sense because these variables could be any type. They could be a type where 0 is in band for the values that you want to talk about, right? So we need another way of how to indicate rejection, and I have not thought about this. How should that work? I mean, I haven't thought about it in a long time. I realized a long time ago this was going to be an issue, then I haven't thought about it. So I think I'm going to go to bedtime thinking about that. Is there no void null type? I mean, void is a type, right? I don't remember if we said 0 can be a type. I honestly do not remember. So we have a thing called code null. Maybe we could have type null. What happens? I'm not going to be able to compile anything right now. I was going to compile a quick experiment. Oh, I could do it with the release compiler, which isn't hosed, right? So I could go here. I could go I feel like that's going to print something sag. Oh, release. Wait, did I rebuild the release? Oh, no, because oh, no. Now it's the other way around for the release compiler. We're just going to do this for a second. Probably there's other... Oh, no. So it says null. We print null. I don't actually know what that means in terms of our expectations. I mean, maybe that's fine. Can I say null? Invalid cast. Bro. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Maybe we make that cast valid and null is a thing for types. I'm not sure if I want null to be a thing just for this, though. You know what I mean? Maybe instead, you should just explicitly call like compiler reject or something. You know what I mean? Because, so the thing about rejecting based on one variable being set to null or whatever is that you could say, like, there's a lot of simple cases when you want to say, hey, I don't like the type of this one thing. But if you do like a heavily entangled thing where the types and values of a bunch of things all have to be right or you don't like it, then there's not really a way to tell the user why it's not right by like just setting one of them to null or whatever, right? Oh, and that's also why adding null to types as an explicit thing is not really a solution to this problem. Because what about the things that aren't types, right? So we need a way to reject for anything. Like if there's strings, we need a way to say we're rejecting because we don't like this string. And yeah, I suspect calling a compile time function may be the way to do that. But I want to think about it a little bit. You would expect void to fulfill this role. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Seems you want to return a bool for success failure. I mean, we could do that. Yeah, I mean, we could say you return true or return false from the whole function. The thing is, maybe it's a good idea to give people a reason why, but maybe that's a compile time function that you could call, and if you don't want to call it, you just don't give people a reason why, right? Maybe that's the simplest. I still want to think about it a little bit, but maybe these are just functions returning bool. They used to not return anything, and you would just assign the guys, right? Now maybe they return bool. Or maybe in the long run, they could return some enum, and there's multiple things, right? But bool seems like a safe bet in the short term. What is the reason that the rejection has to be inferred from param values? Because if somebody tries to call the fucking function and they can't, you want to tell them what they should fix in order to be able to call the function, right? You want it to be actionable. You don't want people to just be stuck going, I don't know. So if you at least reject one parameter, you're giving them some information. It's like, well, we didn't like this parameter. Now that said, if it's a one parameter function, that's not really any more information. So maybe it's two return values, right? You could return a bool and a string explaining why you hate the user, right? And that string can default to empty string in case you don't return it. Do you need to make an error struct class? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. You've been reading too much Hacker News. Too much Hacker News. You usually return nothing if success and throw exception if error. Then you will not be able to program in this language because there are no exception throwings. So you will be sad. Yeah. All right. Maybe next year. There ain't never going to be exceptions in this programming language. All right. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for hanging out for an hour and 17 minutes while we start doing this. I think I know what the concrete next steps are, right? So right now, when we build this function, right, we build a function, you know, that takes arguments of some varying types and has no return values. And we would just add two return values. And then we would use them, etc. All right, thank you, everybody. And we'll probably stream some more this weekend. I just wanted to get a little hour in before bed. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a good everything. And I'll see you later on.